Hello YouTube and vinyl community, I'm Jeff Paris and welcome to the Vinyl Record Info channel. And today we're talking prog records. So, a lot of people kind of conflate psych with prog with psych, and for a lot of times good reason. Just because, they overlap sometimes, and, especially when you're just getting into it, it's difficult to define some of these genres of music. Especially differentiate them between each other. I mean, there are some quintessential right down the middle prog, and there's also quintessential right down the middle psych, but the phrase get a little blurry sometimes. So I'll show you some cool records here, and I think I'm not the best at it either. Some of these might be on the psychish side, but some of them are right down the middle prog. So, first one I'm going to show you is, I think I've already showed you this one before, but I love this record so much. This is Pluto. I think they only made 2 presses of the originals, the UK and I think Australia, if I remember correctly. But it's a UK band, so I'm lucky enough to get a original UK press on the Dawn label. But yeah, I mean, this is right down the middle prog. This is unbelievable record. It's so good. If you like prog, you're gonna like this record a lot. When trying to define prog, a lot of people say that when I think of prog in my head, I'm thinking longer songs, a little bit more experimental with instruments and things like that. And, I like prog that tells, a good story. Like, some of the Rush albums I'm going to show you, the songs are, incredible stories, And that's just kind of what I think of when I think of prog. But, all right, so this is a Noble Records pressing of Yezda Urfa. These aren't out yet, but this is a test pressing. I got it from Dylan from Noble Records, and quality records, test pressing, there you see that. But Yezda Urfa is awesome. I mean, the originals of these are well over $1,000, so it's tough to get any version of this. But, his label is, they signed Yezda Urfa, and they're going to put out a reissue of this, so very exciting that this is going to be a lot more accessible to people. I like this record a lot. Again, straight down the middle prog, it's amazing, and also I like this record so much that I wanted a really cool pressing of it, and this is about, besides an original, this is as cool as it gets for this one. We got the test pressing, and then the timing strip and the promo sticker that he made. I mean, this is really great record, and highly recommend when he finally puts that out to get a copy. All right, so this is T2. It'll all work out in Boomland. This is one of my favorite prog records of all time. This and Pluto are kind of really up there for me, outside of Rush. But as far as prog goes, I mean, Pluto and these two are probably my favorite prog records that I own. It's incredible. And I showed this in my recent Gets video, a couple videos back, because I recently got this one a few weeks ago. And it's incredible. It's a original U.S. promo copy on that London. And, it is absolutely fantastic prog. Long songs. We got 3 tracks per side. Quintessential prog. You're really going to like that one. All right, now I'm going to show you some Pink Floyd records. So this is Animals. Pink Floyd, I think, some of the records kind of straddle that psych area. Some of them kind of, I think, are a little bit more prog-ish than they are psych. And then sometimes they sound like, classic rock. So, they're kind of all over the place when it comes to genre. But obviously, I'm just going to show you a few Pink Floyd records that I think are a little bit more on the prog-ish side. But this is straddling kind of the rock and roll side too. That's a good one. This is Dark Side of the Moon, obviously one of the most iconic records in the history of music. This is not a UK, this is just an original US press. The original UK is with like the solid blue triangle. Jeez, I don't even know what they go for, but you know, I'm completely happy with the original US. And then this one is really great shape too. But you know, except for that little price sticker right there that I tried getting off, but behind it, it's gonna peel up the cover, so I'm just gonna leave it. But yeah, I mean, I think this is more prog than anything. This is one of their most proggy records, I think. But yeah, obviously it's fantastic. This is The Wall. This is originally U.S. press again. Another great record. I really want to get a promo copy of this one because it's got the cool timing strip down here, and I don't know why it just draws me, but I really want a promo copy of that one. This is Wish You Were Here, another great Pink Floyd album. This is just, you know, absolute classic, originally U.S. press. This is Pink Floyd, Adam Heartmother. This is a Japanese press of this one. Again, a little bit more on the proggy side. I really like this record a lot. It's on the, and I love this Obi too. That kind of burnt orange and black. I think it's pretty cool. And this is Pink Floyd, Piper at the Gates of Dawn. This is an original U.S. press on that Tower label. And this is, you know, this is a great condition too. I really like this record a lot. I think this one kind of more, this is pretty early Pink Floyd, and I think this one kind of straddles a little bit more psych than maybe prog. I don't know. It's like I said, it gets blurry in between. But yeah, absolutely fan. This is one of my favorite. This may be my favorite Pink Floyd record, probably. All right, let's go back to another right down the middle prog record. This is King Crimson in the Court of the Crimson King, an observation by King Crimson. People just call it King Crimson, Court of Crimson King, but you know, the cover art is iconic. You know, I'm sure you've all seen this cover art. It's fantastic. This is an original U.S. press. The UK presses are on the Island label, and that's a very sought after record. But I'm happy with my original U.S. press. This is fantastic. You know, this is right down the middle of prog. Kanye West, you know, sampled 21st Century Schizoid Man on one of his records, and you know, so a lot of people probably heard that song off this record, but didn't know that it actually came off this. But yeah, absolutely fantastic. This is a little more space rocky, but this is Hawkwind, Hall of the Mountain Girl. I've got a few Hawkwind records, and this is definitely more on the space rock side, but it's also all Hawkwind's records are still, you know, pretty proggy. But yeah, this is a great one. I really like that one a lot. This is Gentle Giant. This is a original UK press of Gentle Giant. This is, you know, absolutely fantastic. You got this one, and I think it's called Octopus. Both those records are great. I don't have Octopus, but yeah, both of these records are awesome. I really like Gentle Giant a lot. And, you know, come on, it's a Vertigo. Everything on the Vertigo label is awesome, basically, and this is no exception. That's a really good prog record. Here's another Noble Record exclusive. This is Andromeda on that exclusive yellow wax, but, you know, up there as one of the most quintessential prog albums ever. Originals of these are just way too expensive. You know, to get an original. I think the originals are only UK presses, but to get an original of this is crazy. It's very, very rare. They never come up for sale. When they do, they're over $1,000 typically. But yeah, this is quintessential again. Andromeda, fantastic. You know, I really like, you know, the Noble exclusives with the OB on here that gives you a lot of information about the band and typically comes with some kind of booklet with some more information. I like reading up on that kind of stuff, but it's pretty cool. This is Yes, the Yes album. This is my favorite Yes album. I really like this one a lot. This is a white label promo, and a cool promo sticker there. But, you know, absolutely, oh man, every single one of these songs is so good. You know, another, right down the middle prog album. This is going to be, 3 tracks per side, 10-minute songs. But they tell really cool stories. Their musicianship is incredible. The Yes album is just this. Like I said, this is my favorite Yes album. I've got a few Yes albums, but this one's my favorite. It's so good. Definitely check it out. All right, this is another opportunity where I get to show you some Rush records. I'm not going to show you every Rush record because I could just say I have every Rush record from 1990 and earlier, but I'm just going to show you some kind of the big dogs that are, prog related, and we'll just stick with that. I could do a whole, episode on Rush, but Moving Pictures. This is, I don't know. I bet that this is their most famous record, I would say. It's just got like the most iconic. When people think Rush, they think Tom Sawyer, Limelight, songs like this, and so I think this is probably their most, influential, most recognized album. And for good reason. It's absolutely fantastic. It's incredible. Can't go wrong. If you're going to get a Rush album, this is probably the one to pick up just because you're probably going to know the most songs out of it. All right, this is Rush, Permanent Waves. Another one that is absolutely fantastic. One of my favorite Rush songs of all time is on this album. That's the Spirit Radio. It's so good. I mean, you put on the Spirit Radio, put the windows down in your car, blast down the highway, blasting that song. Spirit Radio is incredible. This has also got Free Will on it and a couple others that are pretty well known as well. But another fantastic prog record. This is A Farewell to Kings. This is an original Canadian press, which I think is cool because Rush is from Canada. But another fantastic record. This is absolutely fantastic. Highly recommend. And then I think my favorite Rush album is 2112. I don't know. Somebody should make a short or some kind of movie on the song 2112 because that would be a cool sci-fi movie. I'm sure they've made a version of this a million times, but 2112, the song 2112 is absolutely fantastic. It's the full side of side one. And this copy is near mint all the way around in the shrink, white label promo. You can't get a better copy of this record. But 2112 itself, it tells the story of kind of in the future, in the year 2112, there's no music. Music is outlawed. And, a guy finds a guitar behind a waterfall, and he experiments with it. Obviously, starts jamming out on it, and thinks it's really cool. So he brings it to kind of the leaders of the world, which are the priests in the temples of Syrinx. That's where they live, and they know about music. They know about instruments and everything, but they don't want this to get out because it's going to make everything more difficult to control. It's going to make the world more difficult to control. So the priests do not want any music in the world. And this guy's like, what are you talking about? Music is awesome. I just discovered this. It's going to make the world more beautiful. And the priests are like, no. So it's the story of all that and more. Like I said, it's fantastic. So somebody's got to make a short film about that because that's a really cool idea. I really like this record a lot. You should too. Go check it out. All right, this is just a little guy, little Force 5 with Rush New World Man, and it's the original Canadian press again too. So I don't have very many 45s, but this one is really, really good. So I got that one. And then last one I'm going to show you is, I think I mentioned this before, but again, this is getting kind of on the psychish, but basically the instruments, the guitar work on this is fantastic. But this is Randy Holden Population 2. So if you watched my Psych episode, I talked about Blue Chair and how Randy Holden was a member of Blue Chair, and the band management kind of screwed him over a little bit. So he left Blue Chair, and this was his first album, like solo album, Population 2. And this is a reissue. It says signed, hand signed, and numbered by Randy Holden, which is pretty cool. This is number 932 of 2000. But this one's fantastic. And I was telling you before, like, basically getting an original of this is near impossible. They never come up for sale. They're incredibly rare. Nobody really knows how many got out. But basically, he put this out on Hobbit Records, and it was never supposed to be released. And there's typically a little drill hole like right here, and that's because there's just a stack of them, and somebody just like took a drill and drilled it right through the middle. So basically, if you claim you have an original and you don't have that drill hole, I'm suspicious immediately. But this record's fantastic. Like I said, they never come up for sale, and when they do, they're probably thousands of dollars by now. So I'm completely happy with one that is signed by Randy Holden. I think it's pretty cool. Absolutely fantastic record. Please go check that out. All right, that's going to do it for this episode. Please tell your friends about the channel. Like, subscribe. I'm trying to grow the channel. It's getting bigger every day, but I really want to get this thing going, and I need you guys to do that. So thank you again. I'll catch you in the next one.